On a side note, yes, you can hear my terrible, terrible AC in here. It is very hot, so I'm sorry about that. Please continue. Hi, have you, yes you, ever been in a fandom? Well, that's probably why you're watching the video now. But when I was younger, my first fandom ever was the Sonic fandom. Yes, the blue hedgehog that runs really fast, that's him. I always got my art inspiration from, the fandom. It's a great fandom, sure. And I had really, really bad OCs to go with the fandom. So let's talk about some while I redesigned them on screen, just for you all. So, this first one, her name was Crystal, and the most I can remember about her was that she was an experiment, like all edgy characters are. She was an experiment, and she dates Sonic's son now. Yes. I think I roleplayed as her many, many times, but out of those many, many times, I roleplayed with her on Roblox. Yes. And it was this Roblox game, and originally she had like Amy's original dress. She was just she looked the same as Amy, basically. She was just Amy, but blue, and no, just a recolored Amy. So I thought I would change some of her personality and redraw her. So let's start. So first off, yes, I will keep the fact that she's a robot. But because she was friendly during the whole thing, from most times I RP'd as her, I'm thinking about making her almost like a personal assistant. So that way, the person who created her has someone to organize their stuff. I think her name was Crystal, but that's an ugly name. I'll think of a better one later. I changed her outfit because I also remembered that she went to school, which, I mean, why would you let a robot go to school? And check this out. So in the game I RP'd in, they didn't have a school. We were all in the library, in the stupid library. So I gave her a somewhat uniform, not really a uniform, but hey, I'm trying my best. I gave her a uniform almost, and I gave her longer hair because she looked extremely like Amy Rose, and as one who relates to her very, very much, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. There can only be one Amy Rose, and that was her. I was looking on Pinterest a lot and looking at other people's OCs because people have very creative OCs, and I'm not that creative when it comes to redesigning stuff. So that's what I did. I tried a more a better way or more simple way to draw her with, and I think I really like it. But in the middle of me drawing this, I realized that she's supposed to be a hedgehog. Why does she have cat ears? Why doesn't she have the hedgehog nose? It's very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in myself. Watch me struggle with the eyes. I think I remember one of my friends, online friends, I don't know them. One of my friends were Sonic's child, and his name was Dash, but his real name was Alex. Oh my god. I think Dash was a nickname or something, and then they had like Shadow's kid. Hold on. On a good note. Does everyone remember those Aurora it's embarrassing to say, sorry. Those Aurora comics, they were comic dubs. They were really, like, I bet if I look back for them now, they probably have like 6 million views. But it was like Sonic's and Amy's child, X Shadow. which the man is really, really old. Like, he doesn't look old, but he's old. Like, he's not still, like, 16. How old are they? How old is Shadow? I don't know. I'll look that up. But, yeah, he's extremely old. And originally I was like, oh, that's so cute, you know? He's old. But now I'm just like, ew, he's old. What? Back to the drawing, back on topic. She was supposed to be a robot, like I said a couple seconds ago. So I gave her, like, her iris to be red, but what I should have done instead of that was make her iris, like, a little, power sign. Like, you know, those power on buttons? Like, yeah, those signs. Watch me try to shade. I also remember that Sonic's kid was he was annoying. I hated his guts. Yeah, I think I just hated him. I remember letting my sisters play on my Roblox account once, and let me tell you, it was very cringy. Like, I think they talked to one of my friends, and they were like, hey, baby. And then my friend messaged me a couple days later, and they're like, oh, this you? And I'm like, no, that's my sisters. And they're like, oh, thank God. It wasn't me, I swear. This was a struggle to make because I never knew that Sonic characters had necks till now. So that was a blessing in disguise. But not only that, I wasn't used to the more slimmer bodies, and yeah, I just wasn't used to that type of stuff. So it was an adventure, to say the least. And I think if I had to do this character over, she'd be, like I said, the personal assistant. And she used to have this thing for her eyes would flash red. I would keep that, but only for, like, danger. And I wouldn't give her I think she had an arm cannon too. But I think that I would just make her, like, a personal assistant and, like, a spy. That way she has an arm cannon for a reason. Yeah, you know, like one's supposed to. Overall, I say this drawing is really, really cute, and I would rate it a 10 out of 10. I would never RP as her again. I hate it. I actually hate it. Oh, and there's my signature. Okay, so this one is the oldest. Is the old of the oldest. It's dirt compared to Crystal. And her name was Mirage. Now, her thing was, she was going out with every Sonic. The main cast of Sonic, yeah, she was going out with all the dudes. She was a player. But her thing was that she was, I can't remember now. She could make mirages with her hands. Like, she could make things that, like, aren't real. Excuse me, I have to yawn. So, I also remember her being, like, a princess, and, I remember her being very, very whiny. Like, extremely whiny. So, I tried to make her a princess outfit, but I didn't really like how any of it was going out. So, during this, I was thinking about a whole, you know, remaster of her character. So, I was thinking that she was a princess, but the reason why she's not really a princess anymore is because she was supposed to get executed. But she left. She said bye. She left. And now she does a life of crime like any sane person would. I think she was... The first time I drew her, I was tracing, like, a really old Sonic book. Actually, off topic, but I would like to get more Sonic comics. They look really good, and I would take them. Please give me money. I also gave her a tiara because She is still a princess. I don't know if I I remember now. She was very bossy, like extremely bossy. And she didn't really like to talk about like her family or whatever, you know, like every edgy character. I think she had dad issues. I'm pretty sure she does. But I'm not too proud of this one. I think I started to get lazy and I was just like, let's get this done. But other than that, it's okay. I mean, yeah. I got a yawn. No, I don't. Psych, you guys thought. If I had changed her personality more, it would be to not be a little bitch. I'm joking. She's a cat, I think. I remember before I said she was a fusion when I was like, what, 12? But right now, 12-year-old Summer doesn't exist. I think I just figured out what anime was at 12. So that doesn't exist. But I am very, very proud, however, that I'm very proud that I wrote a whole thing of headcanons for these characters. I made headcanons before I knew what headcanons were. And I think that's the best thing about this. Sadly, I could not find any photos of those old characters. And I'm pretty sure I know why. Is because I threw them away out of embarrassment. It's very embarrassing to look over your old photos, especially when you're not in the fandom anymore. Especially when you had characters that were supposed to be shipping with the main cast, and it's kind of creepy and weird, and I didn't like it, so I threw it away. But if I had to remember what she looked like, she was probably just another Amy Rose copy, except longer hair. Like, I'm pretty sure the hair that this redesign has now is the same hair that she thirsting on. God bless you. Thank you. Is the same hair she had before. I also remember that she really extremely liked shiny things. Like, she was a collector of sorts. Like, when you're on the run, just collect stuff, you know? So that's what I did. I added these huge rings on her wrist, but I forgot to make them shine like any rings. So now they just look fake. They look so bland, and I'm sorry. You may be thinking, what am I doing on the screen? Because my coloring's extremely weird, but I don't really use the fill bucket tool just because I'm working on Autodesk Sketchbook on my laptop. No, not my laptop. I'm so stupid. This is my iPad. I was working on it on my iPad. As far as I know of, it doesn't really have like a fill bucket tool that you can use for different layers other than the line art, which is crappy. So what I do is I fill it in myself, and then I erase it and try and like fix it up. And I mean, it works for the most part. It's more time consuming, but I guess it works. I just remembered that she was supposed to be on, I think she was supposed to like capture Sonic. I think that was her thing, where she captured Sonic. And she's like, okay, you help me and then I'll let you live. But here's the thing, he's the fastest hedgehog like in the world. Hedgehogs aren't even that fast, but let's not talk about that. She's supposed to be like the fastest being in the world, so how would she catch him? She's not smart. It's the little things that sucks. Here I am going in with the shading. It may be an ugly color now, but I'm about to put the multiplier thing on. And then I'll use the smear tool, and it'll all be good, you know? As you can see, I'm shaping it up. And yeah, the video's about to turn into a close. So, thank you everyone for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and tell me your embarrassing OC stories. Mostly Sonic. Okay, bye!